Okay everyone, soap video, and so today I'm going to try and make some little mini soap cupcakes. So I got this Wilson mold, it's silicone, and I'm going to try and do some chocolate buttercream. So I have some fragrances from Nature's Garden. This is chocolate fudge, and boy is it strong. I mean, it smells super chocolatey. And this one's called Buttercream Frosting, which smells nice. I like it, but it right now it has a tiny bit of an alcohol smell up front. And you know, I think sometimes you get that with some of fragrances. But it definitely smells like buttercream. So we're going to color the brown with some cocoa powder, and then I'm going to pipe on top. I'm going to try piping. I haven't tried that. I'm going to use raspberry celestial colors, and then I might try to do them as flowers. I have a tip I'll show you a little bit later when I fill it, which is a Wilson tip for 2D is the number for the tip, to make sort of big flowers. And then I have a number 2 tip that I'm going to try and do, like, you know, little detail on the flowers with some fluorescent orange, or neon orange I should say, colors. Okay. And then the other thing I'm doing just sort of in this video is I have this other mold that makes sort of like pie shells, like little mini pie shells, and I want to try that out, so I'm going to test that too. So before I fragrance the brown with chocolate, I'm going to put a little bit in here and then fill it with some uncolored, unfragranced soap, and do that first. So, okay, let's go over the recipe. So 4 ounces of grapeseed oil, 6 ounces of olive oil, 8 ounces of 76-degree coconut oil, 6 ounces of castor oil, 6 ounces of cocoa butter, 11.5 ounces of water, and 4.2 ounces of lye. Okay, so let's get started. My temps, I just checked, they're right around 85 degrees. Okay, that seems to have done very well, very quickly. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take about a third and go into the cocoa. Maybe a little bit more than that. And then a third for the raspberry, or maybe a little bit more than that. I'm going to pull out a little bit for the orange, and then I have some uncolored stuff I want to keep for a second. Okay. Alright, that's a nice chocolatey brown color. So I'm just going to do a little bit of kind of, you know, if these molds actually work out, kind of give them a little bit more definition than just just white. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to pour in some uncolored soap. I'm not sure how high to fill these because they're just going to squish down. So I'm going a little, maybe a little less than halfway, and we'll see. See how this goes. Alright, this is probably going to be pretty messy, but we'll see. Okay. Alright, not bad. A little bit, this one worked out really well. I got the amount right. These are a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I mean, I can clean those up then. So I'm just going to let that go. That was my little experiment. Alright, let's get back to the main show now. I think I'll put the rest just back in the chocolate here and mix this up a little bit. In fact, it might be kind of cool to just do some little swirls in here. Give it a little bit more. Oh, I gotta mix it up. I can't do that. Alright. I forgot. Alright, so chocolate fudge, and it goes... I may actually have a lot more of this than I need. So I have some other cupcake molds I might break out. But I thought this size was kind of cute. Alright, so... This chocolate fragrance, this is from Nature's Garden, and it's called Chocolate Fudge. And right now, it smells, it's incredible. I mean, the chocolate scent is so strong. Right now, it's actually a little bit overwhelming. Okay, starting to thicken up. All right, I have some other cupcake molds. Let me see if I can I'm just gonna break out my tray so then I won't have to lift them as much. This has my soap from earlier today on. Let me just pull this off for a sec. Alright, so make some bigger cupcakes. I probably won't be able to get too many out of this. Okay, that's good. I have a little chocolate batter left over here. I'll make a sample maybe. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's the cupcakes themselves. And I'm going to put my fragrance in. This is probably a little out of the shot now. Rearrange here a little bit. Okay. Alright, so this is the buttercream frosting. Put that in. And I'm going to color it with some raspberry. This is from Celestial Colors. Now these colors are pretty strong, so I'm going to start off small. And let me get some of the chocolate off my stick blender here. Okay. Alright, this is definitely thickened up, but that's okay. Okay, so that's a pretty, I'm going to do a little bit more. I'd like a very intense raspberry color. But that was only like 2 drops. So I'm a big fan of the Celestial Colors. Alright, I think I'm going to do like 3 more drops. Okay. that's good, and I think the consistency is pretty good because I'm going to pipe it. Alright, and I have some neon orange. I'm definitely not going to use all of this. This is just for kind of an accent. I probably should have just used a tiny little bit. But I want to have enough to pipe. Boy, I forget where I got these neon colors from, but they're a powder, and I just have them pre-mixed in a little oil. Okay. This actually loosened up a little bit, probably because it's such a small amount and I added a bunch of oil now in that colorant. But that's okay, I'm going to let that thicken up a little bit. Alright, so I have my tip, my piping tip in here. This is actually, let's see. It's a little bit loose maybe to pipe still. Alright, I probably need that to thicken up a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Don't do that. Okay. Alright, it's still a little bit loose to be piped, I think. So, I'm going to pause just for a minute. I'm going to clean up a few things and let this firm up just for a minute. So right after the break should be the piping. Be right back. Hello. Okay, so this is just probably a very quick video to follow up from my cupcakes from yesterday. I let them sit in the fridge for a while, and then late last night, I took them out, and they sat on the counter. Ooh, this one is coming out. Ooh, I'm going to have to put these back in the fridge. They're kind of soft and they're sticking to... I loosened that one last night. So, they came out pretty. But I'm going to put them back in the fridge just a little while to... just because this mold is, it's not the super flexible kind, and the bottoms are sticking a little bit, so I just want to put them back in so they firm up. But I took out the big ones, so you can see that, and this is the one that had the orange on as well. So the orange and the pink kind of came out okay. They look pretty. This is the one I had so much trouble with, so I repiped it with a different tip. So, it smells like a cupcake. Okay. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to just put these back in to firm up a little bit just so the bottoms stay nice and neat. And that's it. So, questions, comments, leave them below. If you like and subscribe, check back for more soap videos. Thanks very much. Bye.